What if I told you that boosting your metabolism for fat loss is a lot easier than you think? And not only that, but boosting your metabolism will also help you with your energy levels, mood and mental clarity, and even muscle growth and maintenance. That being said, a boosted metabolism will not only change your body, but change your life. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything that boosts your metabolism, from exercises to diet to stress and sleep management and more. Beyond building strong muscles and bones, resistance training has been revealed to impact metabolism, which in turn improves health and well-being. In particular, this kind of exercise affects metabolism through EPOC, or excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. This refers to the increased rate of oxygen uptake, i.e. energy expenditure, after dynamic exercise. Simply put, EPOC is the afterburn, measuring the energy the body uses to return to its normal pre-exercise state after a workout. After an intense workout, your body uses an enormous amount of energy to go from all huff and puff to breathing normally. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT, is also excellent at boosting metabolism the same way resistance training does. Based on studies and trials, both HIIT and resistance training exercises resulted in similar EPOC values at 12 and 21 hours after the workouts. In simple terms, HIIT and weightlifting burned a remarkable 300 more calories in 24 hours than steady-state aerobic training. In conclusion, the more intense your workouts are, the higher your EPOC values are, and the greater total number of calories your body burns. In addition, studies noted that resistance training programs usually boost muscle mass by at least 2.2 to 4.4 pounds. Weight exercises do this by causing stress and damage in muscle cells, which serves as a nod for the body to increase muscle protein synthesis. In the long run, regular weight training results in muscle mass, and this muscle growth gradually boosts your metabolic rate, creating greater caloric expenditure at rest and enabling fat loss. Aside from exercise, your regular diet can also impact your metabolic rate. Number 2, diet. You can eat exactly the same food as a skinny person, but it won't automatically make you as thin as that person. Every one of us has a unique response to food. Although there's no panacea for burning calories or losing weight overnight, here's some metabolism boosting practices that everyone can benefit from. Number 1. Eat more good quality protein. Out of all of the macronutrients, protein has the most thermogenic properties, meaning it requires more calories or energy to be processed by the body. Consider eating more protein-rich foods during meals and snacks to increase the number of calories you burn at rest, thus effectively improving your metabolism. Eat these at breakfast, maybe this for lunch, this for your afternoon snack, and this fish for a hearty dinner. In addition to your proteins, make sure that you eat carbs and fats as well. Get to know them and how they affect metabolism in a bit. Number 2, don't starve yourself.
Hungry?
One of the long-term consequences of skipping meals is a slower metabolism. The more often you go too long without eating, the more your body is likely to slow its calorie burn and try to preserve stored energy. So a good rule of thumb is to eat every 3 hours throughout the day. Number 3, yes to whole foods. Whole foods? A big yes. But ultra-processed foods? A huge no. Highly processed foods typically contain added sugar, salt, unhealthy fats, and chemical additives. Because of their simpler structure, the body can easily absorb the fat and sugar they contain, increasing your chances of gaining weight. Number 4, have more fiber. Naturally found in plant-based foods like nuts, whole grains, and legumes, fiber should be an essential addition to your diet. It supports healthy digestion and improves satiety. Moreover, fiber helps keep blood sugar spikes in control, thus benefiting your metabolism. Number 5, go hard on salads. Salads are composed of whole food ingredients. In particular, lettuce can give your metabolism a boost for a short while after eating. If you can, pick romaine lettuce over any other types, as this has been shown to improve metabolic response after eating, according to this study. How healthy fats and complex carbs affect metabolism. Eating a good amount of healthy fats is said to play a role in maintaining a healthy gut lining. The intestinal barrier is vital in many metabolic functions, including regulating the gut microbiome, absorbing nutrients, and performing immune activities. Particularly, omega-3 fatty acids can help in raising metabolism. As for complex carbs, which are found in numerous foods like apples, broccoli, lentils, nuts, beans, and unrefined whole grains, they are fantastic for metabolic and overall health. Not only are complex carbs essential for energy, but they also help your metabolism digest at a more sustainable rate. The thermic effect of food, or TEF, refers to the number of calories burned while your body is digesting and processing food. Typically, TEF represents about 10% of a healthy adult's total caloric expenditure from having a standard mixed macronutrient diet. That said, this figure can differ for every person, as TEF is influenced by several factors including age, meal timing, and the macronutrient composition of your meal. So how does the thermic effect of food work? TEF increases your metabolic rate after eating due to the energy needed to digest, absorb, and distribute nutrients. Different macronutrients have different thermic effects. Protein provides 4 calories per gram, and its TEF is 20 to 30%. Carbohydrates provide 4 calories per gram, and its TEF is 5 to 10%. And fat provides 9 calories per gram, and its TEF is 0 to 3%. Hence, we can conclude that the body burns more calories when digesting and absorbing protein than it does with carbohydrates and fats. Now, the better question is, how can you leverage the thermic effect of food? It's simple. You maximize the powers of TEF by consuming foods with a high thermic effect, such as these and this. More about thermogenic foods in a bit. Number 3, hydration. Nutrients aren't just exclusive to carbs, proteins, fats, fiber, minerals, and vitamins. Water, too, is vital, if not the most important nutrient. After all, water is the building block in all of our body's cells and many tissues and compartments. Keeping yourself hydrated is crucial for many reasons, such as to regulate body temperature, keep joints lubricated, prevent infections, transport nutrients to cells, and to keep organs functioning properly. Making sure you get enough water every day also improves sleep quality, cognition, and mood. In contrast, dehydration can result in acute disorders like heat stroke and can also increase the risk of chronic kidney disease, kidney stones, urinary tract infections, metabolic diseases, and cardiovascular diseases. How much daily water intake is enough? Experts recommend that women drink around 11 cups of water per day and 16 for men. Aside from plain water, you can also meet your water intake needs through water flavored with fruit or vegetables or from coffee or tea. Non-alcoholic beverages like tea, coffee, sports drinks, sodas, and lemonade comprise water content of up to 90 to 100%. Alcoholic beverages like beer and wine and soups like cream of mushroom and chicken noodle include a water content of 80% to 95%. Dairy products like whole milk, yogurt, ice cream, and cheese have a water intake of 87 to 90%, 75 to 85%, 60 to 65%, and 40 to 60%, respectively. Having said that, it's always best to limit or stay away altogether from sugar-sweetened drinks when trying to stay hydrated. Such beverages can only do more harm than good. Even most energy drinks and vitamin waters are packed with sugar and empty calories, which should be avoided if you want to lose weight. How water can temporarily boost metabolism. Drinking water may stimulate metabolism and energy expenditure. It does this by helping improve the sympathetic system in the body, which is responsible for activities like heart rate and metabolism. Hence, keeping yourself hydrated may help raise your metabolic rate, and in turn, how much energy or calories you burn. According to this research, drinking water speeds up your metabolism by up to 25% for nearly an hour after drinking it. So let's say I drink a few cups of water every hour. This then puts my metabolism at its best performance all day long. Oh, and be careful of dehydration, because even a mild one can cause a 3% decline in your metabolic rate. Another major variable that you can control to boost your metabolism and aid your fat loss goals is how well you manage your sleep and stress. Number 4, sleep and stress management. You may have heard of people saying that being sleep deprived can affect your weight. This is true. Just imagine, you slept late at night and woke up early for work. I'm sure you'd be grabbing a large latte at the first cafe you see to help you get through the day. You may even be tempted to skip the gym, have takeout for dinner, and then later on, sleep late again because your stomach's full. Having lazy off days like these a few times a year is okay. However, if you make it a practice, then don't be too surprised if your waistline is a size or two bigger than before. Importance of quality sleep. When you're short on sleep, it's like deliberately setting your brain up for a series of bad decisions. Sleep deprivation reduces activity in the frontal lobe, which is crucial in decision-making and impulse control. Furthermore, you're more likely to succumb to your sweets cravings. In short, a sleepy brain can contribute to weight gain. Not only that, but too little sleep can put your metabolism in turmoil. Numerous studies have suggested that restricted sleep and poor sleep quality may lead to metabolic disorders. So aim to get a good night's rest every day to give your metabolism a boost. For most adults, the sweet spot is between 7 and 9 hours of sleep nightly. How stress affects weight and metabolism. The same goes for stress. Like poor sleep, high stress levels have detrimental effects on your metabolism and weight. This is why we consider certain foods as our comfort foods. Eating your way out of stress is a common fix people go for when they're under pressure. Unfortunately, it isn't without ramifications. The role of cortisol on weight gain. Cortisol is released when your body is under physical or psychological stress. And when your cortisol level skyrockets, it triggers a chain reaction of elevated blood pressure and insulin production while restraining your immune system. High insulin levels cause a drop in your blood sugar, making you crave sugary and fatty foods. Chronic stress and metabolism. There's no denying the link between stress and weight gain. One long-term consequence of elevated cortisol levels is reduced metabolism. And healthy habits are more challenging to maintain when you're emotionally maxed out. On top of that, chronic stress can contribute to the development and progression of metabolic disorders like insulin resistance throughout your life. Therefore, the importance of managing stress cannot be stressed enough. Which leads me to my next point. What are some ways to reduce stress? Stress buster techniques. Less screen time. Most of the time, you'll find people glued to their smartphones, tablets, computers, and other technological devices. However, using them too often can actually increase stress levels. According to this 2021 review, excessive use of smartphones has been associated with elevated stress levels and mental health disorders. Instead of using your gadgets, why not use your precious time to be with friends and family? Connect with people. Being surrounded by your people can ease up any worries you may have. From simple activities like talking to sharing a meal with your loved ones, it can help relieve your stress. Plus, listening to other people's experiences can give you another perspective in life. Allot some me time. It's essential to have a work-life balance. Lots of us work too long hours, so we don't have time to enjoy the things we like. Set aside some time to do self-care activities. Take a long bath. Pick up that new book that you've always been putting off reading. Get a deep full-body massage. Start a new hobby. There are really limitless things you can do to live a healthy, less stressful life. You just need to make time for it. Start a diary and practice gratitude. Journaling is a good outlet for your scattered thoughts and emotions, which is beneficial for reducing stress and anxiety. A 2018 study found that expressive writing has positive effects on people with chronic health conditions. And while you're at it, try to be positive. Write down 3 things that went well in your day, or 3 things that you're grateful for. Looking for the positive side in your daily life can come a long way in minimizing stress. If you're having a hard time practicing those techniques, there's another way to step up your metabolism game, and that is through number 5, meal timing and frequency. There's science behind meal timing and frequency, and you can leverage on these concepts to support metabolic health and overall wellness. Does eating more often boost metabolic rate? It actually depends on the person. Studies are divided on whether or not having more meals can increase metabolism. For instance, Randy skipped his meals earlier in the day, but then later on ended up eating all his calories. As a result, he saw improvements by eating 4 or 5 smaller meals throughout the day, because he was less hungry and was able to make better food choices. Similarly, Mitch, who religiously follows an extremely restrictive diet, causing his body to be stressed, has noticed that eating more often and consuming more calories helped normalize his metabolism. However, Sean, who regularly ate meals minus the extreme diet restriction, had very little difference in his metabolic rate, whether his meals were spaced closer or further apart. Nevertheless, this method could still benefit certain people. Meal frequency could help individuals, usually those already struggling with blood sugar dysregulation or other health concerns, regulate their metabolism by preventing crashes in blood sugar and energy levels. Timing your meals to promote metabolic health. Again, it varies for each person because what's best for your body could be worse for others. To get started, ask yourself these questions. Do I feel better with 3 meals or several smaller meals throughout the day? How do I feel when I skip a meal? Do I feel better eating earlier or later in the day? How is my blood sugar level after eating? Does my body digest food well first thing in the morning? Experiment with different meal timings and frequencies and see how you feel. Don't forget to monitor your blood sugar so you'll know how it responds to various meal patterns. Intermittent fasting and its effect on fat loss and metabolism. Intermittent fasting, or IF, is an eating plan that alternates between fasting and eating. Unlike most eating plans that focus on what foods you eat, intermittent fasting is all about when you eat. A 2022 review article found that all three primary forms of intermittent fasting, the 5-2 diet, alternate day fasting, and time-restricted eating, showed 3 to 8% weight loss throughout 8 to 12 weeks. But what about metabolism? Is intermittent fasting good for your metabolism? Fasting for even short durations can improve your metabolic flexibility, or your ability to switch between burning sugar and burning fat. A research conducted by the University of Alabama found that people who had an eating window of between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. became more metabolically flexible. This is good news because being metabolically flexible means that your body doesn't crash and burn when going for a long time between meals. Number 6. Thermogenic foods and supplements. Foods and supplements with high thermogenic properties can hike your metabolism and help you burn fat. Although your total daily energy expenditure won't rise that much, every extra calorie burned counts to help you get a caloric deficit, thus enhancing your weight loss results. Here are some of the best thermogenic foods and supplements that you can incorporate into your diet to support metabolic health. Number 1. Capsaicin. Capsaicin is an active compound found in chili peppers. It's among the most potent plant-based thermogenic compounds that increase resting energy expenditure. This way, more calories are burned even when the body is at rest. Number 2. Green tea. Thanks to the powerful polyphenol called EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, drinking green tea can help stimulate the process of fat oxidation and lipolysis. It inhibits an enzyme that breaks down the fat-burning hormone norepinephrine, making way for more fat breakdown. Not much of a green tea fan? Then let me guess, you're team coffee. Good news then, because coffee is good for your metabolism as well. Number 3. Coffee. Caffeine is the naturally occurring compound found in coffee as well as in tea and cacao seeds. Research shows that caffeine may help boost metabolism. It increases adrenaline levels in the body, a hormone that activates the release of fatty acids into the bloodstream, where it can be used as fuel and energy. Number 4. Turmeric. Rich in anti-inflammatory properties, and best of all, curcumin. Turmeric has been known for its contribution to weight loss and numerous therapeutic and anti-inflammatory benefits. It was also revealed that this supplement enhances both body fat and waistline reduction. Number 5. Ginger. Based on a systematic review of the effects of ginger on weight loss and metabolic rate in obese individuals, it was found that ginger may help reduce body weight and fasting glucose levels. Additionally, ginger enhances the thermic effect of food and promotes feelings of fullness. Number 6. Garcinia cambogia. This tropical fruit contains hydroxycitric acid, or HCA, that can block the activity of the enzyme ATP citrate lyase, which contributes to body fat formation. Several studies found that taking Garcinia cambogia supplements for 2 to 12 weeks resulted in a 1% greater weight reduction compared to a placebo. Number 7. Yohimbine. Commonly taken as a thermogenic supplement, yohimbine works by increasing the activity of hormones adrenaline, noradrenaline, and dopamine, which could theoretically boost fat metabolism. Undoubtedly, revving up your metabolism can do wonders in reducing unwanted fats in your body. Belly fat in particular can be very stubborn to lose. Learn more about how to get rid of excess abdominal fat in a short while. Number 7. Lifestyle factors. Your lifestyle can also make or break your metabolic health. Some habits you have right now may be the very culprits of your slow metabolism. Keep these practices in mind to increase your metabolism. Have an active lifestyle. Living a sedentary lifestyle or even just sitting for long periods is a surefire way of slowing down your metabolism. Therefore, it's vital to stay active. Simple tweaks like taking the stairs, moving around during breaks, or cleaning are easy ways to stay physically active. Focus on having sustainable health. Improve your food choices instead of dieting for weight loss. Eat lots of fruits and veggies and go for lean proteins. Prioritize food quality and cut back on the fast food and convenience foods. Reward yourself. For every goal you reach, big or small, reward yourself with a non-food item or activity. Buy yourself a new game or watch a concert by your favorite singer. Persevere. Losing weight is a long, arduous battle. Don't give up. Get back up if you fall, and stick with your routines. Diet, exercise, and lifestyle are usually the first things that cross our mind when we think of improving our metabolism. However, one important faucet that many fail to consider is our body's hormones. Number 8. Hormonal influences. The thyroid hormone controls the body's metabolism, specifically hormones T3 and T4. An insufficient amount of these two hormones impairs and slows metabolic function. Thyroid hormones act on almost every kind of body cell to increase cellular activity or metabolism. If there's too much or too little thyroid hormone, the metabolism of your entire body is impacted. Another hormone that's involved in metabolism is leptin. Leptin is produced by the body's fat cells and is often referred to as the satiety hormone. Leptin resistance may also be a major contributor to weight gain. It may even lead to some health conditions such as obesity. Lastly, insulin. A hormone that's produced by the pancreas that regulates how the body uses and stores glucose is an integral part of metabolism. Without insulin, the body won't function. Because you've reached this part of the video, here are the top 3 metabolism myths with little or no scientific evidence that they can enhance metabolic health. Myth 1. Thinner people always have higher metabolism. In reality, many thinner people have slower resting metabolisms than their heavier counterparts. The number of calories burned daily is most influenced by the amount of muscle a person has. Muscles burn calories after all. Myth 2. Your metabolism is beyond your control. People often point their fingers at slow metabolism when they're struggling to lose weight. However, practices like weight training, a healthy diet, and many more have been shown to positively impact metabolism. Myth 3. What you eat before bed will turn right into fat. What truly matters is the type of food you eat. If you consume fewer calories and pick healthy snacks like a handful of almonds or some fruits and veggies, the time you eat will not be responsible for any weight gain. Metabolism isn't the only route to get rid of unwanted body fats. One of the great things about the human body is that there are so many ways you can incite it to let go of excess fats. So even after doing all these things, there's one more thing you lack to get the results you want. And you'll know what I'm talking about by watching this next video.